It's a house that sounds more like a train station, turning this block of Peach Street in Van Nuys into Screech Street in Van Nuys.
Makes the windows rumble.
This neighbor didn't want her face shown, but felt it was important to get the story out. Neighbors here are frustrated with the blaring horn that shatters the silence here most afternoons for months now.
He puts his alarm on, his house alarm, and has that running. And then he uses the horn. And he blows it for, like 30 seconds. And then it'll stop, and in a few minutes he does it again. And it's over and over and over again.
Why the arresting me right now? What piece? Tell me what piece am I disturbing? Tell me what piece I'm disturbing! Answer my question! Answer my question, mother! You mother! You guys are scum! Hey, relax! Don't do this to me! You're telling me disturbing piece, but you're taking me, you're not telling me what? I'm not doing anything! That's hooked up to my alarm system. What about it? Okay. Well, sorry. My life is in danger. Are you doing anything about that? Why are you taking me, dude? Hey, my hands are hurting me. Stop fighting. Hey, my hands are hurting. You guys are hurting me. You gotta calm down. Well, you guys are taking me in for what? We're starting the same. Fuck you, man. You. You cops. You sons of.
Welcome to the Clips channel, and I'm going to show you guys an interview with this guy named Gary, 50 years old, out of Van Nuys, Los Angeles, California, where he's been blaring these horns, these train-style horns, and setting off his house alarm since like early May or June this year. We're now in August. He was just arrested, I think August 13, but he's been doing this for a very long time. He got out the next day anyway, and he said he's going to continue to blow the horns. It's an insane situation, and I want to show the interview because I guess he says they're out to get him. He literally says it's a cry for help, which kind of sounds sad. I don't understand why I don't know what's being done about this. Nothing, I guess. Let's check this interview.
Neighbors have been telling us about some kind of horn going off.
Well, I want our law, our justice system to do their job. And I want justice served. I have a man that's been terrorizing me, torturing me for the past 20 years in every way you can imagine. He robbed me out of everything. Not just financially, everything.
What's his name? How do you know him?
From 30 years ago, my ex-girlfriend, he's my ex-girlfriend's father.
Okay.
I caught her cheating on me, so I gave her a slap on the face and walked out of the relationship. And he thinks I am obligated to marry her. I don't know what my assumption is because that's all I've done.
And this is the reason why you are apparently blasting the horns?
Correct. I don't know what else to do. My life is in danger. He will kill me. He's capable of doing it, and he will do it. Nobody in his life has ever talked to him the way I've been talking about him the past 2 months.
And have you spoken to the police about him?
This morning they did come over, but back in 2013, with no priors, I had 13 arrests in 8 months. I would have people come into my business, beat me up. The police would show up without even me getting the chance to call them. They would handcuff me, take me and charge me. The other guys they'll let them go. They would not let me speak. They would not let me say a word. They would not hear what I had to say. All 13 times.
And this is the reason, as you say, that you are
correct,
kind of blasting the neighbors?
Correct. I do apologize for the neighbors. I'm sincerely sorry. I would be uncomfortable too. The noise is really loud. But my life is in danger. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. So what threats have been made to you?
Like what do you
to
mean?
Make your life in danger?
He's gonna kill me. I'm not paranoid. I'm not crazy. I'm not psycho. I don't have any health issues. If anybody thinks I have health issues, I'm willing to go get psychologically tested as long as they come with me. I have no problems doing that.
And when did all this start happening to you?
About 20 years ago it happened. But
20 years ago.
A lot of it happened in 2012 and 13 when I had my business.
And what's your business?
It was an automotive repair shop.
And where was that?
It was right here on Hazeltine and Bessemer.
And what was it called?
AMG Diagnostics.
Is it still there?
The business is there. It's not mine. It's called something something else. No, they stole it away from me, and they got me arrested. They got me locked up for 8 months for a criminal threat charge of the same people that robbed me, him and his cousin. They put a criminal threat charge on me. The judge put a $1 million bail on me for a criminal threat. How much bail do they put on murderers? Guys are taken in for being suspected of murdering somebody. Yeah. I've heard 500,000, 700. So threatening somebody that robbed you, $1 million bail sounds. Yeah.
Where do we find out about these cases? Are they in the
I'm sure they have it all.
LA courts system?
Van Nuys.
Van Nuys?
He used LAPD, Van Nuys Division, and the Van Nuys Courthouse to ruin my life. And he's still doing it till this day. He just got me fired from Land Rover Vancino, having other co-workers harass me for the past 7 years I've been there. And I kept on complaining to management. Auto Nation would not do anything about it.
And where does this guy live?
He lives right off of Van Nuys. His daughter lives. I don't think he lives.
What's the daughter's name?
He's in the system. You guys look him up. He's not a regular mojo for you. He's a guy capable of doing everything.
The police were here this morning, but I think you took off before they got here? Or?
No. I spoke to them. They woke me up. I was asleep when they were knocking on my door for about a few minutes. So I was halfway asleep talking to them, and I didn't say what I needed to tell them. So after they left, I was like, hold on a second. There's things I need to tell them because they asked me what I want. What I want is justice to be served. The police officer, if it was a captain, because he knew a captain or somebody in there. Because all those 13 incidents, it wasn't the same police officer showing up. It was different police officers showing up. And he doesn't know that many police officers. He knows the superior over there was telling those officers what to do when they got to the scene. I want that investigated. I want that officer or captain, whatever he was, I want him locked up. And I want Joe McCallion picked up.
So he's saying his ex-girlfriend's father from years ago, he slapped the ex. And the father didn't like that, I guess, and he didn't want to marry her. But also he's saying like the cops are involved or colluding. And people who live next door to this guy, they're saying that they never had any issues until recently. Now, he's saying this has been stemming from like 20 years, these issues, but neighbors are saying he didn't have a problem until recently, over the last couple of months. Neighbors said for decades there was never an issue there until now. And his behavior drastically changed. Many people are concerned about his mental health. I don't know what you do in this situation. So he was arrested August 13 after all these weeks and months.
His arrest nearly as loud as the blaring horns that brought LAPD here in the first place. Gary Boyadzhyan taken into custody Wednesday night after months of countless complaints from his neighbors for this. Deafening train horns that were placed high on a tree in his backyard, and if it wasn't the horn, it was his house alarm, also intentionally set off. LAPD says they've responded to his home on Peach Avenue in Van Nuys more than 5 times, and this morning gave him an administrative citation. But it clearly turned criminal. Boyadzhyan left for several hours, and when he returned, police were nearby, watching and listening.
He came out and thought everything was over, so he went out and watered his lawn, and a couple of the plainclothes vehicles just pulled up real quick and snatched him on the lawn. And
earlier today, when we asked him why he sounds off the alarms, he unleashed an unsubstantiated story about the mafia trying to kill him and LAPD assisting in the plot.
Some of the neighbors we spoke to say you have mental health problems.
They have mental health problems. My problem, he wants to kill me. My life is in danger. If
they use the horn sound to censor his...
They don't want to seem to understand it. That's no problem.
LAPD hasn't said what they've charged him with just yet, but for neighbors it's moot. Because for the moment, silence never sounded so good.
McCallion is not your average Joe. He's got a record. You guys can look him up.
Are you going to continue with the...
Joe McCallion is not your average Joe. He's got a record. You guys can look him up.
Are you going to continue with putting the alarm on?
I am until justice is served because my life is in danger, sir. My life is in... As soon as he gets the opportunity, he's going to kill me. He pushed me to a point where I would commit suicide. That would never happen in this lifetime. At this point, the way I've been speaking about him and saying things about his family, the truth, he's fuming inside, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it when he gets the opportunity. He will do it. Yeah. And I'm afraid of my life. That's why I'm sounding this horn, and I do apologize to every single one of
What
these
would you say to the neighbors?
I'm so sorry. I do apologize, but this is my situation. My life is in danger. I don't know what else to do and how else to call out for.
I mean, if you file a police report,
I got jumped by 4 guys 2 days ago up the street. It was his doing. His daughter called me out of the blue 3 minutes right before the incident happened. This man has sat there and studied me psychologically. He knows which hair to pull on my body and how I'm gonna react. He's a very smart, intelligent man. That's why he's not in prison right now.
So, I mean, what do you do in the situation? There was a neighbor too that said it's not just the horns and like the alarm. There was one neighbor that said that like he's up at like 2 a.m. mowing his lawn or working on the car. You hear metal and metal banging. He has some very nice, patient neighbors because I don't know, in certain places, they might not tolerate that. You know, certain places, they might go mess with your stuff, cut the electricity, cut the devices. I don't know. He has some very patient neighbors. And I feel bad because it seems like he's going through something. Maybe he needs help, or, you know, sometimes to label somebody like that, I don't know. It sounds paranoid to me. It sounds like paranoia, you know, but can you force somebody to get help? Get legally? Like, can the cops just come in there? We're just going to take you and force you to go somewhere, you know? I don't think they can, I guess, right? I mean, Baker acting. I mean, that one thing he mentioned, unaliving, kind of, I was like, dang, you know, where's his family at too? Does he have family or some type of somebody that can reach out to him and try to get him some help or something? It's a very, very, I don't know. That's just, I can't imagine. Neighbor from hell too. I guess that's what comes to mind. Imagine living in that neighborhood. What if you have kids? Sometimes there's people with medical conditions, you know, or cancer. People need sleep, or you have kids or babies and all that stuff, and all day long. Imagine me, bro. Imagine I had somebody like that in my neighborhood and I'm trying to stream and all you hear, that'd be pretty wild. Pretty wild situation. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of an interesting story. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever dealt with a neighbor, unruly neighbor? This guy seemed apologetic to the neighbors, but he's also like, I have to do this. You know, I don't know. Like, is this something where he could get help and talk to somebody, see a psychiatrist? Could they just give him a medication? Or is this something where, I don't know, right? What do you do from here? Does he need to be put in a facility? But he seems like, physically at least, he seems in really good health. He's having coherent conversations besides the stuff that sounds like paranoia, maybe, or delusions. I'm not sure, you know, of this people that are after him, the cops that are in on it, and people just want to get some sleep at night. It's scary too. It's scary too what happens like sometimes with age, right? They're saying that he was fine up until recently, a couple months ago. All of a sudden, you know, his mental health, alleging his mental health took a dip and a turn, you know. So comment down below, let me know your thoughts. I love you guys. Take care. Thank you so much for being here on the Clips channel. Peace. Bloop, 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 bloop.